So we're all really excited because one of my best friends ever is moving 5 minutes from my house. And they should be in today.
Thank you.
Is she gonna be able to make it?
Yeah, she's gonna make it. Here. I'll get all that. Just say hi. Hi.
Something real will help your wounds heal, like the sun on your face, the dreams, the starry nights.
Danae and Weasley's first meeting.
He's scared, so I'm gonna set him right here for a second.
Just gonna ease it. No, take it down. Shut up. Missed you. I feel like that's not you for a long
Just, I don't really want to see that.
Danae and Brad managed to make it over again.
I have a new problem. Where's the on button? My thing is different. I know it screws on with this. I turned on this guy. I turned this on. Oh, I guess that's.
And my mom was laughing because we've got a nursing home going on in her living room.
Yeah, I think I did it. I just didn't realize it.
Is there something coming out?
Between the both of us.
No, the other one.
I've had a rough few
And if this
days
thing runs out, I got
because
many
I've
more.
been
Oh,
sick
okay,
with
good.
a virus, but I'm not anymore.
Because it looks like it's on like.
Oh, I'm vlogging.
Alright, so you got 10 minutes on this.
So that's why the lack of vlog footage this week. It's so great to have friends around who understand exactly what I'm going through. Even when we're feeling really sick and not necessarily want company, sometimes it is best to push through it and you're glad you did, type of thing. Because it can be so easy to get caught up in the isolation of it all. Although I have learned that we are all so different. The other day when there were 3 of us here, we all went into a reaction at the same exact time. It was almost comical. Thankfully, I am on the CDI, which is a continuous Benadryl infusion. I made a video about that last week. But anyways, I didn't have to do anything because that took care of it. But yeah, it's funny how we all present so differently when we have the same disease. Well, I'm about to make date cookies. Because of mast cell disease, I can have airborne reactions to many foods, and it's gotten so bad that my family usually cannot cook in the house. So to make these cookies, I'm going to be wearing a mask and gloves to touch the ingredients, and then my mom is going to put them in our kitchen outside, which sounds kind of ridiculous, but because they haven't been able to eat whatever they want since a lot of the foods that they do want to eat, I am airborne reactive to. They have kind of created an outside kitchen in the garage. And I can show you little sneak peeks of that, which is kind of neat. So when they want to cook, they can go outside. And when I can cook things like I am today, I don't have to actually be exposed to it baking in the house for long periods, which causes me to be extra reactive the majority of the time. It's been quite a while since I've made cookies, but I made these about a year ago for the family. Of course, I can't eat them, and they were actually really good, supposedly, unless they were lying to me, but I don't think they would do that. Even though I am infamous for making the entire family try all my crazy recipes, and then they don't like it. There was one time where I made this green hamburger from Deliciously Ella. I'll have to post the link down below. It looked like it was really gonna be good. I even made the homemade buns.
Watered your garden yesterday? Because it's coming up.
Yeah. I'm talking about my green hamburger.
It was bad.
And anyways, I didn't put any of the flavors, like the spices, because I was actually eating at the time and I knew I would probably react to them. So I left those out, and apparently those are what actually makes the green burger taste good. But they stomached it with a smile. Well, Selvino did. My parents, not so much. But these are good, I promise. So here's the recipe. 1/4 cup of dates. That's really what makes this recipe. Dates used to be my all-time favorite. 1/4 cup of walnuts. 1/2 a cup of oats and 3/4 cup of oat flour. 1/3 a cup of coconut sugar. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. 2 teaspoons of baking powder. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. 3/4 cup of maple syrup. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And 1/3 cup of butter. I'm just choosing Earth Balance vegan margarine. Mix your dry ingredients in a bowl. You mix your wet ingredients in a separate bowl. You combine and stir and then add in your chopped nuts and dates and bake at 350 degrees for 10 minutes. And as always, my cooking escapades never fail to leave a huge mess. Which has my mom not very pleased. But I'll pick it up when I gather up the energy. I forgot how much energy it actually takes with the whole baking process. And this is our garage kitchen.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Well, I'm already masked. I figured I would show it. Here are the cookies.
Onwards, James.
And even a table.
And a boat.
And a boat. After all of that, I have to go try to take a shower. To make sure I don't have any food remnants on me. The garage kitchen is nice. To not have that constant exposure from things cooking. My main trigger, airborne wise, are meat. And the family doesn't necessarily want to go without their meat. Although I think they can, being a former vegan when I was eating. But I guess that is their prerogative. Chicken and pork happen to be the worst for me. Okay, what's the verdict?
These are, what do you call these? Date cookies?
Yes, they're date cookies.
Date cookies. We have had some tragedies in the cooking world when it comes to Cheyenne, but this is by far the best thing she's ever made. They're so good because they're like gooey. Like, they're not like regular, like hard Oreo cookies. They're actually pretty gooey. Have crunch to it. So it's pretty good.
I was saying earlier about my green hamburgers.
That was definitely the worst. Which is good because that was like your first attempt to actually cook something. And it was kind of like, you know, getting the bat out, you know, ripping the Band-Aid off. Yeah, so after that, since you set the bar like so low, like everything else you made,
anything I make's gonna be good after that.
It's gonna be better, yeah.
The buns that I made for the burgers were so brick hard.
They're like more like a cookie than anything. I think you overcooked those.
No, I think it's just, I don't know. They looked like they would taste good.
It tasted fine. The bun/cookie thing tasted fine. Just the green thing was kind of rough.
Okay, well, thanks for watching, guys.
These are actually pretty good.
And I'll see you next week.
Y'all should ask for the recipe.
I already put it on.
Oh.
A leaf in the breeze, the smile